YouTube? Welcome back. We are here with more of Hellsing Ultimate Abridged. Last episode got a little spicy. A little spicy.
Have you calmed down? Have you calmed down now? You hit a level of, like, we were worried. Chat was worried. We were all worried.
How worried were you, man? Because you were more excited than anything.
Like, it was like the emotional equivalent of like having like a gobstopper. Like you're like a sour head. You're like you're like inverting in on yourself with how high the pitch was.
I almost literally ran out of my chair. I was this close. I actually pushed back. You might physically hear me move away from my microphone from how. Yeah, if you haven't watched episode 7's reaction, episode 6's reaction, you should. You really should.
Worth the whole series for that scene alone. But now we're segueing over to episode 7. But hi, everybody. My name is Takahata101. I'm the voice actor, creator, and co-writer of Hellsing Ultimate Abridged. I'm saying the voice actor. I voice Alucard. But that's why I'm dressed like him right now, to sell the bit. But this episode is, boy, this is well made. I think this is, like, editing-wise, I think this is the last full episode Kaiser Neko edited. Like, at that point, we actually went a bit more, we had different people editing parts of the episode, and Scott kind of did, like, he did the pacing, and he did, like, some of the key lip flaps. Instead of just doing everything, we kind of, like, started, like, because at the same time, he was producing the end of season 3 of DBZA, so he was very busy. So in the end, he had to kind of like delegate some of the work to other editors. But this is like the last full episode he edits, which is great considering the topic of everything. So Kaiser Neko is like, this show never would have existed without him. I've shouted him out on this reaction series before, but literally nothing but love for Scott for making this all possible.
Is there a social that you would like me to
at Kaiser Neko on Twitter?
Oh, perfect. If you just link me that, I'll put it in the description down below as well. And then you guys can check it out too.
Sounds good, everybody. But everybody, yes, I'm a VTuber. You can check me out at twitch.tv/Takahata101 or YouTube at Takahata101VT.
He is super close to hitting 100K on his VTuber channel. Of course, he already did on Takahata101 back in the day with Hellsing Ultimate Abridged. But now he's hit his new anime arc. So please go support him over there.
Thank you so much for all the support, everybody, and thank you for all the support here. And my goodness, I didn't shout out someone properly.
Oh,
I'll shout them out at the end of the stream.
Oh, okay. There
we go. Well, this is episode 7. Again, as I mentioned before, we shifted. The ending scene from episode 6 is actually from episode 7. Because it built up this giant crescendo, and it cuts to that scene. And I was like, what? No, So we shifted it to episode 6, so it fit a bit better. Took some scenes from episode 6, put it in episode 7, so episode 7 was a bit more of a straightforward narrative.
Okay.
Because, again, the anime Ultimate manga was released in books, essentially. And the actual OVAs were based on the books, but that wasn't the exact pacing proper. Like, it's why it's a little bit fucky-wucky, which is why I'm happy we were able to make some changes. In the end, the animation's great. Everything's fucking fantastic. But this next episode is like really just FYI, if there's a lot of blood, get ready for blood.
Well, perfect. Our curtains are already stained well. Anywho, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below to feed the algorithm. What?
Ring that bell. Let that algo just shoot down your life.
Die for me. Anyways, let's get into it.
Following is a fan-based parody. Hellsing Ultimate is owned by Kota Arano and Studio Madhouse, and licensed by Genion, Madman Entertainment, Manga Entertainment, and Funimation. Please support the official release.
It's so strange to hear a clean reading. Oh!
Gruber? Are we bad people?
It's a matter of perspective, really.
From these men's perspective?
Oh, absolutely. But to be fair, I think we kind of tipped that Jenga tower by being Nazis in the first place.
Yeah.
Guess all eating them is just salt on the wound.
Ugh, don't say salt to me. These mercs are so bland. They could use it.
Okay, yeah.
That for some salt! Ugh, God damn it! What's the point of coming up with all these one-liners if they're all dead when I say them?
To be fair, it wasn't really that funny to begin with.
It's a
You know what? Deserved. You know what? Yeah.
We just open with a classic to Nazis. Are we the baddies? Are we the baddies? We have skulls on our heads.
It's a vortex release that's funny to begin with.
It's a matter of perspective, really.
Oh. Do we know the blood dripping instead? Is okay.
HR department.
And your status?
You ever been fisted up to the elbow before?
Daffy, I could use your expertise.
Hey, fuck you.
Hey, Taka, I could use your expertise.
Hey, fuck you! No. Okay, so that's Connor McKinley playing. This is actually, he took part in the TIBA competition where we had the like an abridging competition.
Mm-hmm.
He did so well in his presentation for voiceover that I like asked him if he wanted to play a bit role in this episode. He did so good in this. I actually suggested him to play Broly's dad in the Dragon Ball Z Abridged movie.
Oh.
Yes, he did a great job in this one. So Jaffe just yelled. So that's, do you know who? Would you like to know who Jaffe is voiced by?
Who?
Chat, would you like to know who Jaffe is voiced by?
Is it who I mentioned earlier before we started stream?
No.
Oh.
It's so much better.
Scraw.
Scraw. Scraw.
I can't win!
Jaffe is voiced by the gentleman who made Zelda Milk. He played He played Link in He played Link in it. Yes, he did.
There's anyone who just saw my visceral reaction to that, and you're wondering the context. I have a reaction to Zelda Milk with Taka here on the channel. You can watch that and understand.
Mm-hmm.
It haunts me.
We were working. He actually had me record for Zelda Milk while I had him recording for this.
Oh.
I shit you not. Same time frame of production. So he asked me to play Ganondorf for him.
You guys are really milking each other's reactions, huh? Little voice acting sessions, huh?
Mm-hmm. You're a man now. Got yourself a mustache. So a lot of chat didn't know that, which is what's fun about that. But yeah, no, that's voiced, yeah, by Loud McDouchebag. Yeah, came in, voiced Jaffe, and that's why we have a lot of cameos. And he knocks it out of the park acting wise. All joking aside, he does a really good job. Good performer.
Oh my god.
Scroll.
Scroll.
You're gonna hear it too.
Hey, fuck you, man.
Read the room. So, I'm messing around some shit.
I just saw a man's face get eaten. One bite, like that asshole owl with a fucking Tootsie Pop, man. How many licks did it take?
Just hold out.
So that was Mother's Basement, the anime content creator. How many licks did it take? It's just one line. That's it. One line dialogue. Again, that's what I love being able, because if it's just one line of dialogue, get a cameo and you can get someone to record for that. They don't have to be like the best of actor either. Not to knock his acting, but like it's what this most fun thing about a show like this with such an ensemble like wide cast. It's just fun. You get to pull in guys, which essentially is just 5 minutes of recording. So yeah.
That's so sick. That's so much fun.
Police gun is on her way.
Sir, I'm not gonna lie to you. We're pinned here. All my men are dead or dying, and I'm running out of bullets.
So cool.
Mira, it was an honor serving with you.
What the fuck?
What?
What's that cheap shit? You're not gonna tell me to fall back or fight through?
Well, I mean, can you?
Of fucking course not!
Why the fuck would I say it?
It's a cliche, damn it! And a good goddamn one at that!
Fine, whatever. Okay, sure. Don't you fucking give me that, Mila. Fall back and make it.
No, it's ruined. It's just
Yeah, now it's forced. Now it's forced. We can't.
By the way,
can't
that
force
might
the
have not been
moment.
that might have not been Mother's Basement. That might have been Tom Fox actually. I have to double check the cast list because I literally have like 30 soldiers. I'm like, fuck.
You have
was
so
that
many people in this. You are fine.
That's why I feel bad. That might have been Tom Fox, everybody. Oh my god, but yeah, it's just like the cliches. Come on, what the fuck, man?
Next thing you know, Taka's gonna have a couple. You're gonna hear papers rustle as he like. Oh,
let me get my notes.
Like, let me look at my notes. Let me look at my notes.
Oh, yeah, look at my notes. Look at my
Oh, it
notes.
was this person. It was this person. I could. Yeah. Okay. Yep. For line 42.
Check the cast on the upload, everybody.
Aha! It is all here. Nice.
Yeah.
Don't you fucking give me that, Mila. Fall back and make it.
No, it's ruined. It's disingenuous.
It was always going to be disingenuous.
Well, so is what's coming next.
Wait, no, Miller, choose life.
Come and get me, you blood-chugging cockholes!
Oh.
What the fuck?
Daddy! It's me, Daddy! Welcome home!
You're not my daughter.
Of course I am, Daddy!
No, seriously. I got a vasectomy right out of high school.
I meant I'm your niece!
Nope. I'm an only child.
I've been waiting for you, Miller.
What?
Real quick.
What? Why? What? Where? What? How? Why? No.
Well, that was man. I fought for that to be put into the show.
Okay,
I was like, no.
so you're the one who fought for it. How did you think of that?
Well, I felt like the show did not have Sonic with a foot-long erection, and I felt like that's really what was missing. Really got to give one out to the the Sonic fans. At this point, they were struggling. They didn't have the movie yet. Anything was helpful, And in the end, it's like the actual scene is like, "I'm your daughter," and it's a distraction. And he hugs his daughter and gets cut in half. The joke we went with was like, "All right, it's not his daughter." It's like, "I'm your niece. I'm only child." It keeps going more niche until Sonic the Hedgehog. They're like, "How'd you know?" Why are you quiet? Is it because of how funny the joke was?
Taka, is your alter ego Christian? Is this...
Well, no, I'm not in jail right now.
Oh, fuck yeah! It's gonna be like, is the next episode gonna be Sonic Chew? Like, where are we going?
No, that's it for Sonic, I think.
Okay.
That's about it. But boy, I completely forgot about that scene when it was happening. Like, oh, right, she's just gonna see that. All right, that's gonna be good.
All right.
I got you.
Does anyone want to explain what we just witnessed?
I think that was Sonic the Hedgehog from the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise by Sega.
Okay, but why did it have a foot-long erection?
The fan base is diverse.
You mean?
Yeah. The fan base is diverse. So I am not saying anything wrong with my commentary here, everybody, okay?
No, I'm just looking at. I'm looking right at its diversity right now.
Mm-hmm.
So you fought for the foot-long dick Sonic. I'm just double checking here.
We blurred it.
But you did fight for it to
dick
get in.
is too threatening.
It's intimidating. God damn it! It's intimidating.
It's a shock of it.
Sonic the Hedgehog franchise by Sega.
It went back a little bit.
Okay, but why did it have a foot-long erection?
The fan base is diverse.
You mean fucking weird?
It's a matter of perspective, really.
No one else is gonna
Cute,
say it.
cute. Using the SERAS line for really. Yep.
Fine,
Yeah.
I fucking will.
I wish Alucard was here.
Yeah.
Really, Jeffrey?
Stop.
Yes, really? Because when he was around.
Yeah. No,
Okay, so
I hear it.
This entire scene is literally a meta. This is very obvious meta commentary. It's not even subtle. The amount of people bitching at us in the complaints saying that the last two episodes weren't good. It's like, dude, we didn't write Alucard out of the show. Okay,
He
that
wasn't
happens
there.
in the OVA. We can't really superimpose him in all these scenes because he's like a force of nature. So we can't really that's too much of a big rewrite just to have him. That's why we just work one joke into episode 5, and then we have that one scene in episode 6. Just adds a little bit of Alucard to remind you that he's here. But people were really upset there was no Alucard. But that's kind of how a lot of the fans of Hellsing felt when he was missing for essentially 3 episodes.
Yeah. And it's
and people were really what? Why does everything suck now? It's but this whole scene is a commentary on that energy that we were getting. Which
good. I like that. Yeah.
We didn't fucking write him out of the show intentionally, guys. It's just what happens in the show.
Yeah.
They remove him to create actual stakes because he's so overpowered.
Yep. Yeah.
Really, Jeffrey?
Yes, really? Because when he was around, shit wasn't so scary. If anything, it was fucking hilarious. But ever since he left, everything's so goddamn serious. Like there's something missing.
Hey, we're doing pretty okay without him. It's our time to shine, you know?
Dude, let's face it, we fucking suck and no one likes us.
Yeah, okay. Let's grab some knee pads, a stiff drink, and gobble his cock. you want to sit back and whimper like the little preschool bitch you are, go ahead. But Alucard isn't here. He's on a fucking boat, and there's not a goddamn thing we can do about it. So do some fucking soul searching or locate the shattered remains of your testicles. And hope, like always, that the girl comes first, before that barricade gives way and you're made into the world's whiniest Lunchable!
Oh, right, the police girl. We're the metaphorical fucking shade!
Welp, look.
Pause. There you go. I love that scene. I love that scene.
Yep, that's therapeutic. That's good.
I was just like, what the fuck? Like, it's just like, what the fuck are we supposed to do, guys? Like, we're not, like, I shoehorned him in at the least intrusive I could. And everyone's like, oh, it sucks. I hate these. Like, some people were like really negative about how the show was focused on other characters instead of Alucard because they fucking liked Alucard. But like, there are some pacing issues with Hellsing itself, and this is the big one when they removed Alucard from the show itself.
Yeah, and like you guys did a phenomenal job. I think that people, when they like get so excitable about one character, they kind of forget that the rest of the cast here is really strong and the writing is strong. But they're just so excited for that one thing, right?
Like, we had all these characters introduced, and essentially the next episodes introduced tons more characters. And like all the Papal Knights last scene, like we've had all these other characters getting more screen time, and it's why this is like it's interesting to be able to work with new stuff like this. But I get why people miss like the hee hee ha ha hoo hoo funny guy because they miss him. I get why they miss him. Hell, I missed him. I voiced him. You think I was thrilled that my character was essentially non-existent for 3 episodes of my show? No, I was not. It bugged me. But in the end, that's how it happened. So that's why I wrote that scene. So now we cut to this next scene where we have quite an interesting edit.
All right.
Looks like human resources has been processed.
Oh.
I'd feel worse about that if they ever did anything about all the sexual harassment. You'd think Alucard was the worst offender.
Hello, police girl.
Sup?
Not like you to have a girl.
Oh.
There's a whole scene that we use very differently that's like so fetishy that it was like it's like there's some scenes in Hellsing that are just super fetish material, like the whole like Rip Van Winkle being murdered, but the other one was like SERAS being unable to drink blood, so like she's like licking Integra's finger like a dick, and it's just like it goes on for a while. It does.
Oh, they know exactly what they're doing.
There's lots of stuff in this, and I'm just like, why? I get why, because the guy who made this made porn before this, but why?
Oh, yeah, well, you know what? That really does check out. That really does.
So, yeah, that's not the job. Stop!
Not like you to have a girl clean up your mess, sir.
You're not wrong, Willingham. But even with all these men, this isn't the kind of load we can handle on our own. Hopefully those assholes are out of rockets.
Mom, we have an abundance of rockets. Shall we bombard them?
Okay, then.
9. I want to see how this pans out.
Oh?
Oh.
Oh?
Hands out?
Panzer's out.
And they say
Panzer's out.
Germans can't
Yep.
be fun.
There you go. Yay, glad she made her pun. Yay.
Panzer's out. And they say these Germans can't be funny.
The least those fuckers could do is give us some warning before they pull it out and blow it all over our backsides.
Oh.
And now this wood is going to give me a limp. Like you.
Puns don't stop. The puns don't stop.
There was like 3 back to back.
Dick jokes. The man's a dick joke machine.
Now this wood is going to give me a limp. Like usual. Willingham, can you take care of this from me?
Can you bring it over here?
Willingham.
Can you bring?
Shit.
That's fucking great.
He was still willing.
Just bring it over here, sir.
Yep. Yep. Just
Probably how it feels.
I'm imagining crushed raspberries.
Yeah, that's about right.
Captain, listen. There's one thing I need to say before I die.
What is it, Willingham? My friends. My brother.
You fucking suck at picking our contracts.
Au revoir, mon gueux favori.
Hey, God! It's me, Tony! If only one of us makes it out of here alive, please let it be me!
Hey, God, it's Tony's friend Andy. Fuck Tony.
I think I'm going to fire this fun at Tony.
Yes. Fuck them all.
But in particular, Tony.
You're kidding me!
Oh, jammed?
This is embarrassing.
Oh, it's just a fantasy. Love that.
Throw your hands up, gentlemen.
Love the fake out on that.
In the ass!
In the ass! Danny DeVito delivery on that one. I think Mother's Basement was Tony.
Oh, there we go.
Again, I'm just trying to remember the full cast list, but there's a lot of people. Yeah.
Yep.
Well. If it isn't the loyal police girl.
All right, you know goddamn well what my name is.
You're right, I do. But there's so much more I want to learn.
Okay.
I see. So you're looking to become a police officer. Not surprising, given what happened to your family.
Ah, I see. Did something happen to Mommy and Daddy? Let's take a look.
The sister here says you stabbed the boy in the eye with a pencil.
I'll stab your mother in the cunt!
Young lady, how do you expect to be adopted if you continue this behavior?
I don't want to be adopted. I want your mother's cunt!
Pause. All right, so that's Sea-Dog playing that character. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I got way too focused on what the fuck she was saying.
Oh, so this was. I'll say this before we get to the next scene. I was prepared to cut it. I actually didn't know if I wanted to do that. I just felt like I couldn't do a joke proper because it might be the most brutal any visuals get in this. And if you need to censor this, I won't be shocked. But essentially, knowing the full context of what is about to come here, let me just explain some things. Like, comedy is really challenging, especially with serious subjects. I mean, obviously, you can add a level of humor to everything, but is it appropriate?
Mm-hmm.
So for me, like going into SERAS' backstory, it's like super fucked up, and we're about to see why it's super fucked up. But the best way of framing it was, we're gonna get through the scene, and I'm gonna tell you how I framed it, and I'm gonna see if you get what I was going for as we get to this next scene, because we're kind of, as you see, we're progressively going back further and further. That she's clearly got anger issues in this flashback, so they're gonna go back further.
Okay.
So let's go back a little bit further now. This is where it gets really messy. Buckle up, everybody.
An orphanage? Oh, this is getting even better. Let's just dig into those repressed memories and perhaps we'll... This needs context. Let's keep moving.
SERAS, hide in here and absolutely do not come out.
Now look what you've gone and done. You skipped the process.
What process?
The standard process of breaking and entering. You're supposed to shoot the husband, rape the wife, then shoot the wife. You've gone and shot the husband, then shot the wife.
Don't mean nothing.
Of course it does. Now we can't rape her.
I beg to differ. Molly's still warm.
Come on now, mate. Gotta have standards. I know we're shooting and raping, but necrophilia is a step too far.
If you're such a bugger about procedure, why didn't you perform a 5-point room scan?
Bugger all! Right. My fault. I'll take responsibility for that one. That is what happens when you do not perform a 5-point room scan.
You're right. So you get to the 5-point room scan, and I'll get to the raping.
Steady on.
Oh.
I almost cut that. The joke I sat there looking at the scene, I a lot of ways, like, this is something people were expecting. What would we do with it? I looked at it like, all right, there's only one way this could, like, first of all, we have to make sure, like, having discordant music, making sure it's not like there's almost like an attempt at levity happening. The dialogue of the guys, it's a fucking Monty Python skit gone awry. The two guys are acting like Monty Python characters.
Got you. I did not pick up on that.
You did not.
So I do know Monty Python and the Holy Grail, but
what's going on over that? Okay, that's right here. But
I will say though, to help the audience, you guys ever heard the song "A Little Piece of Heaven"? Maybe we can lighten the mood a little bit by saying, if the body's still warm, at least you don't need a heater for their thighs, huh? There you go. Just trying to lighten the mood a little bit, huh? That's an Avenged Sevenfold song. There you go.
What did you say?
That song's about necrophilia.
It's like, again, you can see why we almost were going to cut it. It was like, fuck, how do you make this? How do you make this fun? How do you make this funny? I was like, good God in fucking heaven. This is like easily the biggest challenge, I would say, in the whole show was that scene. And I'm just like, I was ready to cut it just because I'm like, it's just like, also like with skipping it feels like cowardice in a lot of ways because it's like such a massive part of like SERAS' character is what happened all those years ago. But it's a comedy. So I'm like, and so push and pull. We found something that I think worked. And I asked all the actors for permission. I told them the full context of everything. They said yes. They're actors. They know their shit. So they're like, okay. They're all professional. So they did a good job.
Yeah, I feel like that like it's really hard to work with a scene like that. Yeah. For me personally, like with honesty, right, is that like it didn't really like hit for me for like the comedy standpoint. But
you don't want it to, though. That's the thing.
Yeah,
you can't fully.
exactly.
It's almost like the best way to describe it. We wrote it like it's trying to stick to comedy, but it can't quite because what's actually happening is fucked up.
Exactly.
It's so fucked up. You can't. It's like you can't. Like, but in the end, there's like twice where the music attempted to trying to be funny, even the dialogue trying to be funny. It does not shake the fact that it's the visuals are so fucked up.
Yeah,
the tone of what's happening is so fucked up. You can't shake it, which is why it's like super traumatic here. And we've been on SERAS crying here for a second. This next scene is brutal, so buckle up.
Okay then.
Anything else you want to add to that? I mean, in the end, it's
I think the one thing I would just say is like to people on YouTube and stuff like that, like when it comes to like stuff like this, just keep in mind is like a writer's room is really difficult. And also like one, this was written a while ago, but two is like kind of come at things with the perspective of when you're dealing with like dark context in a dark show, like keeping things in that are like essential for like actual abridged, right? Because like that is how you condense a show. And like leaving in essential parts to a character is necessary, and figuring out how to address that tone is something that is difficult.
That's why we cut the goddamn 5-minute snuff scene of Alucard killing Rip Van Winkle, but we keep this scene in because we can work with it.
Because like one's like over glorified bullshit, and this one's like something that actually like affects the characters super deeply.
This is SERAS's. This is why she's the way this is because she has all this fucked up, easily one of the most fucked up backstories I've ever seen. Like because her dad's a cop, essentially. We weren't able to keep that in there, but essentially her dad was a police officer, and like he was killed by other, I think, potentially dirty cops. I don't remember the full context of it all, but essentially they were gonna make it look like a regular assault, though, just because they didn't want to get. But she overheard them and everything like that. That's why she became a police officer to try and actually be a good cop.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways, so and now she's a vampire. So there you go. Life has a funny way of working out, huh?
Yep. Now we're hit play.
Oh, the poor little police girl has such a burden on her shoulders. Let me help you take some of the You're not even a decent guard dog.
Holy fuck!
A stupid, big-titted police girl.
It's brutal.
Then again, it's a matter of perspective, really.
It's friends, fuck off!
Captain, let's move! Grab the girl and go!
Sir, leave the 130-pound body to the guy with the gut wound. There's idiot part too.
After the arm, I think it's about 105.
And the blood loss. Something I could use a lot less of right now. All right, Peep. Keep it together. One foot in front of the other. You've got the girl. You've got your men. You've got the way out of this living hell.
Man, we can't have nothing nice. God damn.
This whole show's tone keeps shifting.
I wasn't done playing with that yet.
Holy shit!
Holy shit! Captain, that German bitch is still alive!
Jeffy, why the fuck do I have to die with you?
Bernadotte, what was that stabbing noise? And that blood dripping noise? And that body hitting the wall noise? Oh, I'm blind, so I could really use a play-by-play.
I'm sorry, monsieur. It's not like me to leave a girl unsatisfied. But it seems I just didn't have it in me this time.
Don't worry. It happens to guys all the time.
But I can at least tell you, monsieur, it was good for me.
Mr. Bernadotte? Pip? Pip?
Oh. This is really fucked up, though. This whole thing is really fucked up.
Oh, this episode's the most fucked up episode.
Next time, maybe I'll get past first base.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Fat chance. You're about to find a way for a lout like me.
Oh, we get serious this episode.
Oh fuck!
Pip,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Pip, please get up. No, come on. No, come on. I can't do this alone. Master, I need you here. I'm too weak for this. I'm too stupid for this. I can't handle this. I'm not a real vampire. I'm barely even a human. Master, what do I do? What do I do?
Just so you know, Whack, such a good performer.
She nailed. Oh, she nailed that.
They definitely did. They really did.
You rang?
Master, everything's falling apart.
Shit, you're right. You should really get.
Sorry, what's their pronouns?
Oh, they actually transitioned after the show.
So they.
This is a one-of-a-kind vocal performance, never to be redone ever again.
Pronoun they or he?
He. Yeah.
He. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah,
I'll
no.
correct
So they've
myself.
done. They're an amazing fucking performer, but you can just hear what a great actor they are. Can't you just hear it? They're just
It's incredible.
They're so good. They're so good at this character.
Holy
that it's
shit!
like-
Yeah.
It's just like that scream. What do I do? Is like the anguish.
Oh,
Good
you
God.
feel it too. Like it's. I just literally stunned into silence just listening to it. 'Cause it's such a good
The,
performance.
the acting from Kaiser and from Jesse for these characters, and just it. Like I'm just so happy with how everything turned out. Everyone did such an amazing fucking job. Everything was sold. When they kissed, like, oh, that's nice. I fucking love that joke. I love that joke because like you need to add it too serious. Add a joke in there. I don't like it when it's serious for longer than 20 seconds. It actually bugs me. Like, you gotta put a joke in there every now and then. Remind people it's a comedy. So this episode got really serious, which is why even us trying to make jokes when everything got dark, things weren't funny after that, and they haven't been funny at all since that flashback happened. It's all just been dire, essentially, except for that one joke where we tried to like, oh, it's nice. That's it. And it's why this episode is like really. You're gonna see why. You're gonna see why. Scroll back a little bit.
Yeah, one thing I really enjoyed about the performance between the two. I've talked about this previously, like in like performances in general for like anime and stuff too, and like even like film, is that when you have two strong actors playing off of each other, the scene like takes life. It takes flight, right? And it's like in addition to that, right? There's times where you'll have one stronger actor, one weaker actor in a scene, and like one will outshine the other completely. But when you have two that play well together, it captures a moment really well.
To my memory, Kaiser Neko and me actually co-directed the show at this point. I was like getting all the cameos, and Scott was like directing a couple of the key actors as well. I believe, like Jesse being one of them was who Scott directed. So he was the director of them. So he knew how he was going to deliver his stuff with their performance in that moment, which is why I think it's so strong. Is they were really able to triangulate it, like they were able to like just really work together on that. That's why it really works. And it's just again, what a performance, because we're not done yet. If you're ready to go,
keep it going.
Keep going. You're gonna love this, by the way. This is my favorite parts of the whole goddamn show.
You rang?
Master, everything's falling apart.
Shit, you're right. You should really get on that.
It's dead because of me. Everyone's dead because I wasn't strong enough.
Oh, so this is my fault then.
No.
Everything is mine.
I'm so sorry. You should really get on that then. It's something you've said to me before, by the way.
You should really get on that.
Yeah. So I just had a moment of like, this character's just Taka!
If I was a really mean jerk. Really mean. I said really mean. The key word is really.
No.
Everything is my fault, apparently. Ate the last spotted dick pudding in the fridge? My fault. Crashed a car into the world's first British Dairy Queen? My fault. Unknowingly shot Archduke Ferdinand and blamed it on some other guy? Oh, my fault.
It's not your fault! Zoran, Pip, the flying geese, they were my responsibility.
But I chose you. Are you saying I made the wrong choice?
Ooh.
Because I don't make wrong choices. I make investments.
I'm saying I failed you! I failed everyone!
The only way you fail is
I'm
by
sorry.
giving up.
I made a joke literally yesterday about the 2008 crash like the economic crash, and all I can think about is some dickhead being like, I don't make mistakes, I make investments. And just fucking losing all their money. And just
Well, Alucard had not actually made another vampire for hundreds of years.
Oh.
No, he hadn't until he met Sarah. She was like, I like you. I like your... Is it the big tits? It's hard to say. My dog demanded to be up, by the way. So, I love this scene. I really love my acting in this scene because I'm trying to be my ambivalent self as my character, but you'll see why I love my acting in this scene. You'll see why. We're almost there.
I failed everyone!
The only way you fail is by giving up.
I give up because I'm not strong enough!
Listen to me, Draculina. You are so much stronger than you let yourself be.
How do you know?
Because behind those eyes, I saw something I lost long ago. The will to live. Now, stop running from who you are. Confront it, embrace it, and go for its fucking throat. Like a real fucking vampire!
She never drank human blood.
Holy Taka!
Yeah.
Taka!
Yeah, I love that performance. I
That's
really
our boy! That's our boy! Getting that shit
like
done!
a real fucking vampire! It's like he literally always ambivalent, but deep down inside he's super intense all the time. He's like, all right, fine. He's like trying to joke. He's like starts off joking, still trying to joke, and he's like trying to give her actual advice. Realize how just fucked up she is. Like, listen to me, look at me. First time he's ever been fucking serious with her.
Yeah.
Ever. It's just like, you know who you are. Do it. Do what you know you must do. Yeah.
Fuck. You served, bitch. You served.
Thank you. My only scene in this episode, I'm really happy it matched the level of quality that Jesse and Scott and everyone else was bringing to their characters in this scene. I really am.
God damn.
You like the World War I reference I made there? Shot Archduke Ferdinand, blame it on some other guy. My fault.
Yeah.
Alucard. That's why did I just accidentally a war? It's like, oh fuck, that's gonna backfire, isn't it?
Did I accidentally award I think also my favorite part is that whenever you rip jokes, it's always like a succession of jokes, and then just kind of continues it just keeps moving. So my brain is just like there laughing, and then it builds a second time, and it's like, breathe for a second, again. God damn.
Very nice of you to say. Very nice. There we go. One of the best scenes. And the actual show and our show is no slouch either. So pause.
Oh, look.
All right, just so you understand, because this is where Hellsing gets weird with the lore. So essentially, she has never drinking blood from someone who would willingly give it. Because that's different. Like, the vampires they're fighting, like, if they bite you, you turn into a ghoul because they're not real vampires. It's revealed that they're fake vampires because of a process that they explain in some random scene in episode 10 for 5 seconds, which is great. Good writing. But that's why anytime they bite somebody, they turn into a ghoul, because only real vampires are able to turn people who are virgins into a vampire. That's the way it works in this universe. So she, up to this point, has drank human blood, but never actually sucked it from somebody. So Pip just died, and he willingly kissed her with his blood in his mouth. So he gave her his blood willingly. So what this does in this universe is essentially he is becoming her familiar.
Okay.
Lore gets weird here. Just buckle up. Have fun. All right, here we go. And now, I don't want to spoil the rest of the scene. Chat, you ready for this scene? Make some noise, chat!
Yeah,
Make
chat!
some noise!
Get hyped!
Make some noise in the YouTube comments below, baby.
Oh, Vision's back.
How? You cut out your eyes. How can you look at me like that?
Fuck you, that's how. Was it? Listen, Zoran, this old fucking place is my house. You ain't the queen vampire, bitch, yeah. I am. And you know what we Brits always say? God save the queen.
She finally feels alive! That's the moment she does it. Oh, fuck, yes!
She's like a fucking blender, turning my men into
More Rob Zombie!
a German Bloody Mary!
Oh, yes!
Why didn't anyone do proper reconnaissance? Oh, fuck me!
Say my name, you Nazi bitch! And don't you fucking forget it.
Yeah! That is how you do an ending, baby. That is how you do a ending. Now, let me explain two things. First of all, and two massive things here. First of all, fun story. Jesse's pets got worried about them when they did that line. The screaming that, because it was like so visceral and real. Daniel McCrae knocked that death scream out of the goddamn park. Like, knocked it out of the park. That was so visceral, so brutal. There's a whole scene randomly in there where Schrodinger shows up that we just cut.
Yep.
It's just like, nope, get that out of there. It's ruining the vibe. So there's two big notes I wanted to explain about this scene, because I don't want to, like, everyone's hype as fuck, but I want to talk about this real quick here. Number one, there are multiple times in this series where there'll be two massive moments where myself and Kaiser Neko, because Kaiser Neko is my co-producer, my co-writer, like, this is my show, but he respects if I want to pull rank, but I never did really, because I respect Kaiser as an artist and he's a genius in so many ways.
Yep. Okay.
He really loved the Rob Zombie for the first scene with SERAS going crazy. The second scene, episode 2, she goes crazy again. Play Rob Zombie. In this scene, I didn't want to play Rob Zombie because we play Living Dead Girl, which is a perfect. Isn't it perfect? Isn't it perfect? I'm going to give you another song that I wanted to do though, and I need you to know that me and Scott had a 3-year debate about this. Actually, we did. And I wanted to use the song by Papa Roach, Cut My Life into Pieces.
Oh, I feel like that would have hit the internet in a way they would have liked more.
No, hold on. But here.
But I feel like
Scott, going the third Rob Zombie song was the right decision.
Yes.
But you can see why, when I thought about Cut My Life into Pieces, think about the lyrics. Cut my life into pieces. This is my last
resort. Yeah.
Suffocation. No bleeding. Don't give a fuck if cut my arm bleeding.
Yep.
Like, literally, I'm losing my sight, losing my mind. Wish somebody would tell me I'm fine. Losing my sight, losing my mind. Wish somebody would tell me I'm fine. Nothing's all right. Nothing. It's perfect for this scene. She lost her sight. She cut her arm. It's like, oh my God. It's like, literally the lyrics are spelling out the scene. But it's like, me and Scott were in an eternal debate about this. But in the end, he's just like, I just really want, he pushed like, dude, I just really want to do the 3 songs. He listened to Living Dead Girl, really think about what I'm going for. And I went, you know what? Fair enough. But Scott was also like, but dude, I get why you want Cut My Life. It's such a good fucking pick for this. But I want to stick with the fact that we're using Rob Zombie for each of these scenes where she goes feral on people. I'm like, all right, that's a fair point. So I agreed with Scott.
I think,
and even though I could have had my way, I was like, no, Scott's right on this one. He really was.
I think I like the fact that like Scott picked Rob Zombie for this one too, because it feels nice in the background where you can feel the actor's performance way heavier because of that.
Less lyrics, and I think that was actually an argument he made, because like Cut My Life into Pieces, because you can see why that would work so well in this scene.
Yeah.
But I always bring the story up because in the end Scott was right. I'm happy we went with what he went with. I talk about this because just to show that you can have 2 right ideas.
Yep.
In front of you, and you don't know which one to go with, and that's kind of what happens. Another note I want to point out here. So after this scene, in the actual OVA, it cuts to the Christians. Yeah, that happens.
I'm really glad you changed the order.
Thank
I'm really glad you changed the order.
Very, very
that would have
much.
been so fucking weird. To like,
that's specifically why I was like, I remember in the Scott. I mean, Scott was like, Scott saw where I was coming from pretty quickly, but it was like, oh, are you sure we want to chop it up like this? Like, I'm like, yes, I want to put the Christians in episode 6 because I feel like we can't. Well, I feel like because what happened was essentially there's like a whole episode where they're fighting in the building, and the ending of them fighting at the Hellsing compound is bad. I don't remember what the ending of the OVA was. I forget from the top of my head, but I was like, that's underwhelming. And that's kind of how some of the OVAs end. They end underwhelming because it's like it ends at the end of like a manga chapter, but that's not the end of the plot in that moment. But that's the end of the book they released it in. Okay, that is why that's why it's kind of like that. So we shifted the Christian scene to episode 6. Fits better. Have this entire episode dedicated and end on that fucking hard note of just Jesse's immaculate performance. And SERAS is now a full-blown vampire. And that is episode 7 of Hellsing Ultimate Abridged, everybody.
Holy hell, that was...
Ooh, quite a roller coaster, huh?
Yeah. I feel like it took... the performances for this one just skyrocketed. Like, everybody just completely went for it. Yeah. I think the last one I was laughing more, and this one I was like feeling more, just because like the way that everyone played off each other, just so strong.
This is the most serious the show ever got, because I don't think the show itself gets this brutal and artistic, because like the gore this episode, like the visceralness of everything, like what happens to all the soldiers, how brutal, like this when Zoran punches SERAS and she bites down on her hand and bites off all her fingers. In the actual anime, she goes, "I'm not drinking one drop of your tainted blood, you scumbag," and spits all the tongues out. She spits all the fingers out. She refuses to drink her blood because Alucard could like drink people's blood. She's like, "I'm not fucking drinking your blood. You're a piece of shit. You're beneath me." And it's like, so we tighten up the pacing essentially, because the actual scene goes on a little bit longer. And like then Schrodinger shows up. This is why you should do reconnaissance. This is what we were trying to avoid. We didn't want her to become a full vampire yet. Blah blah blah. Bunch of weird meta writing. I'm like,
Yeah,
it's just better this way.
Yeah, it ends on such a high.
It works in the drama. Doesn't work in my comedy. If that makes sense. There we go. It's like this, because there's lots of comedy in Hellsing I just never use because it's funny on its own. I don't need to use it.
Yep.
There's like literally some of the episodes, like Alucard's literally talking to fictional movie characters at one scene. I'm not shitting you. He talks to her, wow, I'm Christopher Walken. What's going on? I need to get out of here. He's like going insane because of how bored he is. And it's just like this weird comedy sequence because Kota Hirano, the creator of Hellsing, is such a good comedian. He's actually really fucking funny. He does all these little skits about the characters and they're priceless. Even the Drifters anime. God, they were so funny. Like, are you Jesus of Nazareth? Listen, guys. Hand of God. I don't want to admit anything. He's got his hands up. You can see the spikes through his hands. Listen, guys, I'm not going to admit anything, okay? It's like, this is such good visual comedy. But no, Hellsing 7 was like, just definitely, the whole series changes vibes again next episode for the finale, because we're got episode 8, 9, and 10 we're watching next Thursday, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yes, we are. But that's for Twitch, everybody. But let's shout out YouTube, huh?
That's right. Thank you so much for watching YouTube. Do not forget to check Takahata 101's all their socials in the description down below. He's super close to 100,000 here on YouTube for his VTuber channel. He already had 100K on his old Takahata 101 channel, but now he has a VTuber channel because he streams full time, and I'm usually showing up there as well.
Yes, you've shown up multiple times. You're going to be showing up again pretty soon here again. I am uploading Alicia clips right now. I have one where I fight her because she's a warp demon and it needs to be purged for the Emperor's will. As well, we have multiple clips going up involving you. Like, there's all these thumbnails with you as a demon trying to kill me. It's fantastic.
Oh, great.
But everybody, I have over 2,000 plus clips of incredible content that I've been able to make with so many talented people over the last couple of years. Please give them a check, guys. I have multiple series I've made on Twitch, TV2 Part 2 as well. I've done all these series, like I've done full-blown gimmicks and everything, guys. Please check out that in the VOD channel. Me and my editor are spending so much damn time, and we got lots of back content. And I greatly appreciate Aliciaxlife making that possible, because she's helping us make everything a little bit more efficient. Everything a little bit more efficient, because that's one thing that you're quite good at. But no, thank you so much for everything. And this was so much fun, and I cannot wait to do the finale with you. You are not ready for episode 8.
I was not ready for episode 6, bestie. I'm
You
not ready for a lot of things. Not 7 either. I'm not ready for a lot of things.
Absolutely, but hell, it was so fun. By the way, it was totally worth it for your reaction to some of this set. Like, it's just like the pitch of scream you hit, and just that fuck yeah awesome at the end of episode 7. It's like, yeah, that's an earned fuck yeah.
Yep.
It's an earned, we're on a trauma roller coaster.
Yep. And then the therapeutic slaughtering. Yes, what we need. Yep.
Hell yeah. So
again,
seriously,
thank you so much, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe. I upload every single day here on YouTube. We're back to double uploads a day for this channel and 3 uploads a day on the other channel.
That you're watching Bill Burr.
Oh my god, yes. It's been great. The comedy reactions have been so much fun. So yeah, we will catch you later. And don't forget to check out all my other content. Bye.